Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just trying to, it's been a long time since I've made a video. A very long time. I don't know how many days or a month it's been. And I'm not going to make up any excuses of why I have not done it. I was really on a good track on our daily bread. That's Ava. I have my furry babies. We call the furry Hernandez Mafia because we have 8 dogs, 4 cats, and 2 birds. And how can I start? It's when I had found out there was a cyst. I think that's when I had stopped on my ovary, and I was shaken. I try not to get too emotionally wrapped up with the fear. I'm human just like you and I mean, like you. Everyone deals with some form of fear or unknown or a not knowing situation. That was a big one. Also on that, I had encountered a wonderful trip to Kansas, and I had gone to a Scottish fest with my best friend Linda. I don't think I've ever made a video on that. That's going to be coming. There's some things of the flight there. I didn't do any recording at the Scottish Fest. I think I got some video of some bands, some Scottish bands there, and I uploaded those to Facebook. Then I had some remarkable time with my grandson, Hunter. And it comes down to a point where he knew of me, but it's been about four plus years since I've seen this little wonderful young man. And he officially has given me my title of who I am. So when the future grandchildren come, from my daughter and also my son, the grandchildren will call me Nana. So that was a remarkable. So the first grandchild that has been born has officially named me. So that was an honor. I guess what this video is going to be about is I'm going to change it up. And in 2019 has been the year to face my fears. And believe me, it has been a growing year dealing with health issues, with weight issues, with coming back from deployment, learning different things as photography, starting new relationship, ending some relationships with people. It's been very humbling. And with 2019 almost ending, the year of facing my fears, I have just, how you have the resolutions for, the new year resolutions, what you're going to do. I've already got my theme for 2020, and it's going to the title of my theme for 2020 is going to be Pay It Forward. And it's going to be it's a good one. And there's so many aspects by what I mean by Pay It Forward. That is to empower you, to uplift you, and validate you are important and you are making a difference. In 2019, it has been a whirlwind. whirlwind with dealing with anxiety, dealing with acceptance, and dealing with loving myself. I'm about to turn the big 5-0. And believe it or not, I am excited because my life is just beginning. And I'm able to move forward. Yes, I deal with pain daily. I deal with my lower back pain every single day. They just started me on a new procedure. It's the epidural shots. It's a 3-shot series. I just received my first shot series. The next one will be here within the week, and then another thereafter, then that will be done. I'm going to be honest, the first 2 days were like a miracle. It was like, oh, this is what it feels like to be normal. Then it sort of scared me. What is normal? And what is my normal? And it's okay living in pain. No, I don't medicate myself all day long with pills. I'm in pain 90% of the day. I don't take my pain meds until after things are done for the day, if that makes sense. Due to, you know, I make sure someone's home with me, if that makes sense. Doing physical therapy, since the last MRI to the recent MRI, the steps that they were doing was, I love my physical therapist. He's an amazing young man. He is very good. I don't blame him at all. But there's some damage not done by him. It's just gotten worse, and it was very, very painful. So it's frustrating, and it's a good frustration knowing that he has given me another day. So this is just more of a video of saying hello, how are you, welcome home. That will still be my theme, welcome home, for 2020. The theme that I just created, as in my collection, as in photography, into decorating, into cooking, into Colorful Country Corner. I love that. I love that title, the Colorful Country Corner. And it's always, I've always loved the country theme kind of situation, so I tried to put modern with old, and it's very eclectic because I'm very different, very unique. So in the next few months, I'm going to be sharing with you my learning time with baking. I'm going to tell you, I am not a baker. I am not skilled in that. That is, I am trying my hardest, to be honest, to develop something that I am proud of. So it's still facing a fear. So I'm going to be doing a lot of baking, a lot of cooking. I'm going to do a shout out to 2 amazing ladies. One is Janet. And they're going to really laugh at me. And the other one is Crystal. And I will tag you in this video. And there was I think I was making chili. I think that's what I was making, and I was live on Facebook, and I made the mistake, and I should have listened. So when someone tells you something, wait, it's hot, don't touch it, you as a child are going to take your senses and says, no, I'm bigger than you telling me this, and if I, you know, no, don't touch, it's burnt, you know, you can burn yourself. Well, I was cutting a jalapeno, and I'm going to be honest, I had not ever worked with a jalapeno pepper in my life. I've ate them out of a jar. I've had them on my nachos. I've had them in, you know, my cornbread and stuff like that. But I personally have never cut a jalapeno. So I learned, I should have listened, and Janet and Crystal giving me heads up. So I'm giving you heads up. And in the future videos is, if you're cutting a jalapeno or any kind of hot pepper, make sure you wear gloves, because you can get an oil burn. And I've been getting into oils too. And there are oils that are very hard on your skin. So you have to use a carrier oil to mix that in. So I have to tell Janet and also Crystal that you were right. I should have listened, and thank you, and I apologize. I should have listened. So it was, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. I remember saying that to them, I'm fine. And it came down to it, the skin burn did not go away probably within a day and a half. And I had a checkup with my primary care, and I even asked my doctor, I go, is there anything I can do? And she goes, what did you do? And I told her, and she goes, oh my goodness. So what she had stated was, wash my hands very, very well, and just put some thick lotion, and it will gradually go away. And she was right. So anytime when I am going to be sharing with you with the cooking segment, I will for sure share with you, because I will never forget Janet and Crystal emphasizing, not once, not twice, but probably 3 times, you need to be careful, girl. And I I made that mistake. But we learn from my situations. I just got a new sewing machine, and it's a Brother sewing and quilting computerized machine. Ray picked it up for me at Costco's. It was on sale, and it is I am watching videos. I'm going to be honest, that is one of my fears that I'm going to go into. You know, you took home ec. If you're about to turn 50, you understand when I say this, and I don't know if they even offer it today with these kids, is these young adults, I should say, they're young adults, how to sew. And it's been years, and I want to carry on traditions. And when I say that, we don't want to repeat history, so we have to know what's going on. I want you to remember that. But like with my grandmother, she loves to knit. My grandmother, she was the knitter. My mother, she's a quilt maker. She's a photographer. So I'm trying to carry those on to my grandchildren. And I had given, my mother had given my daughter a camera. It was a Sony, it was a digital camera. And I had kept it, and I finally took it back to my daughter, but I had asked it was okay to pass it down to her son, and she knows. And so I wanted to pass the baton, the first camera that his mother received, he is getting. So I don't know if my mother even knows this, so if she watches this, she'll understand. It meant a lot, not realizing what my mother was doing to pass the baton to my daughter, and I had stopped it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So, I'm getting back more into crocheting. I don't want to cry. Try not to cry. I'm a very emotional person. Very emotional. And if you have seen my videos before, you'll understand that I'm very, very emotional. And so I have so much yarn, and I'm getting back into crocheting and knitting, but now I'm also stimming out to do sewing. So I'm going to be making some videos on the turbulence of learning the new machine. And it is the brother of brothers, I'll tell you. I mean, it is a beautiful machine, and it does a lot. It even does embroidery. And so yeah, I am pretty excited. So I'm wanting to start making quilts for my future grandkids. That's what I want to do. So 2020, I have a lot going on. We are in the ending of October. I have already uploaded some photos of my fall decoration on my Facebook. You can follow me over there, and also on my group page there on Facebook, on the Colorful Country Corner. And I also have an Anna's Kitchen where I share some of my recipes, and everybody share recipes. Everybody, I want you to share what you enjoy, and that is to empower each other. 2020. So it's very ironic. It just came to me, and this is how I operate. 2020 is the year of pay it forward. But when you hear the word 2020, you are looking at the perfect eyesight, the perfect view. 2020. Everything's not perfect. We don't want it to be perfect. We just want to empower, validate, and uplift to make it what you feel is a good, healthy creation. 2020. Wow, I never thought about that. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. So the remaining of this year, I am going to be sharing with you videos of how I decorate the furry Hernandez Mafia. And reason why I call it the Mafia. A lot of people don't like that word, but I love that word because it is my family, and they control me. Believe me, my babies, they know. And also they're my therapy. They're my therapy. So, but yeah, that's what's been going on. Ray is experiencing his first holidays in this home. And so what I can say to you is when we moved in, he didn't celebrate Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's or, you know, Valentine's or any of those holidays because he was deployed. So now I have to step back and remember, goodness sakes, he hasn't experienced these here. I have made the home magical, and now I'm able to share it with him. So I'm going to share that with you. I don't know, I'm not going to put a schedule on me and the reasoning because of the procedures that I'm going through. But yes, that gives you a rundown of what's been going on. There'll be a different way of how I am recording. I'm real, I'm raw. I have nothing to hide. You are safe, you're home. I have also wanted to state I have closed down my web page where I had my blogs and my different things to go back to. And the only reason I did that, and I'm going to be really, really honest with you, the only reason why I had totally discontinued that through GoDaddy is it was a monthly charge, and those funds I want to put toward the family, the grandson, the you know, those are things that you have to balance. You have to see what priorities are. And I still have my www.jjcollections.com, and the reasoning is my collections, food. I've gained weight. That will be videos. It's like I thought you were going to end this video. But I am human. I'm, because of the pain and stuff like that, and cooking. So I'm going to be real. I'm going to be raw. And you guys who really knows me knows I'm being honest. And I want you to feel safe. I watch a lot of YouTubers, a lot. I watch from the range. I'm going to tell you guys my range. You're going to blow your mind. I watch from Shane Dotson to Jeffree Star to Peter McKinnon, great photographer, love him, to Lydia Millen, to her husband, and there's a lot of others that I watch. Oh, the Paris, what is her name? Angela, I think it's her name. It's a range from uniqueness to where I feel comfortable. Each one of those individuals that I watch, believe it or not, empower me. There's a message about the Dotson brothers, the twins. I just found them, and I'm thinking, my goodness, who are these boys? You know, and I think of my kids. I think of my children. This is their generation. So I try to see. It's a situation where you see a young gentleman, Shane Dotson, to Jeffree Star, and how they're solely opposites on polars, and how they're making a difference in this world together. Then you look at Lydia, who is, oh my gosh, I forgot one of my favorites. She just went to Canada. Emma Hill and Lydia, and watching them, and they're so different from each other, but they emphasize the importance of who you are. You know, I tried to do one extreme to the other, meaning they're not in a negative, as in they're two different individuals, but there's so much as in promoting good in the world. And the thing about YouTube is there's people that are there to make money, or they're there to just upload. And you know, I've been doing this, believe it or not, I've been doing this since 2016. And I maybe have very, you know, less than. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. And the reason why I'm okay with that is someone's going to run across and saying, it's a breath of fresh air. You too are amazing. You too are making a difference. So as I always end my videos, be good to yourself, be good to others, for we do not know what part of their journey they're on. Until next time. We'll see you then. That's Ava snoring. Welcome home. I love you. You've been missed.